your opening statement. Tony, how's camp going for you so far?
It's a lot faster than in the past. Moving forward, we have a veteran group that we have a base, so we can kind of tweak our defense a lot easier. We don't have to go over the basics as much because we have a lot of guys coming back. And the veterans did a good job of helping the young guys transition, so they're a step ahead than where the young guys were last year. So I think we're doing good as a defense, and we came out here and played pretty fast. So we're going to build on that. That's what we're looking forward to. So yeah.
Does it feel any different now that you've just been through the ringer a few times? You know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm like, man, here we go again. But it went fast, really. I remember we were here just last year. But yeah, I'm one of the veterans on the group, and I've been here a long time, and I know what needs to be done. So, I mean, that gives me the edge and helps me help the younger guys, let them know exactly what they need to do, what they shouldn't do, and I mean, that's helping our group progress. So, yeah.
Have you guys talked about that as a group, just the need to, as the veteran group, maybe take some guys under your wing and kind of lead the way?
Of course, we actually have a program where our coaches, it's called like a little brother program, where the freshmen that come in, they have a set veteran, and that's kind of like their little brother, and they kind of stick with them. They help them get through their classes. If they have any questions, they talk to the older brother first, and we do a good job of doing that. My little brother is Nalu Tapa, and I'm trying to teach him everything I can, everything I know. So that in the future, this line just keeps moving forward, Yeah.
You guys have a lot of returning players that had a lot of success last year. Some of the other defensive groups don't have a lot of returning guys. Do you feel like the defensive line really needs to perform well on the field to maybe cover for them a little bit?
All we can do is the best. We don't try to worry anything outside of what we can control, which is how we play, how we approach everything, how we approach every snap. And if we can just come with balls to the wall, just go all out every play, it'll help on the back end. And like Coach just said, it's contagious. When people are flying around making plays, everybody wants to get in. People on the sideline, they get anxious. They want to be a part of it. They don't want to be left out. So, I mean, as long as we can keep pushing that bar up there, I think we're doing a job as a D-line, just trying to set leadership for those who need it. We have veteran linebackers, veteran corners. Well, not really veteran corners, but guys that played a lot last year. So, I mean, we know what it takes. We're coming back from a group that, we went to a bowl game. We've seen our highs, we've seen our lows. We know what it takes now, so there's no excuses. We know what needs to be done. It's time to stop making some mistakes and grow up as a team.
The offensive line you guys are going up against every day is kind of the opposite of you guys in terms of experience and returning starts and such. Do you feel like they're giving you a good look?
Yeah, I mean, they're giving good effort every day, They struggle sometimes, but you start somewhere, But our job is to give them our best. That's the only way they're going to get better. They're going to face fronts like us. And we're going to face a lineman that has hands like them. So, I mean, the only way we go is go full speed on both sides of the ball. So, yeah.
How much does it help you being in pads and being able to actually hit some people for the first time?
Well, conditioning-wise, it hurts a little bit. We're running around with shoulder pads for the first time in a while. But, I mean, it kind of gets your heart racing, gets your adrenaline running. Like, oh, here we go. We're about to start a team session. We started jogging over from the other field. I was like, oh, here we go. It's about maybe a few fights here and there, Things get a little chippy, but that's how it's supposed to be, when we're getting after it.
And how much does that help your effort as a whole line, just to be able to, have that fire and to take that into practice every single drill?
Shoot, I mean, can you repeat that question again?
How much does it help your effort just to be able to come over with that kind of fire into every single drill?
Efforts, that's something you can control, when you have that burning desire just to push and to get to the ball and you make it a habit, then it becomes more of a passion, Yeah.
And obviously you can't drill your own quarterback, but how hungry are you for a sack when you get into the backfield?
Oh, I don't know. It's weird, We make the move, we see kind of, you kind of back off. You don't want to see that guy with the hat over there walking around like this. Leech. You don't want him getting on you, so you see Connor, it's like, oh, okay, you go Connor, you do your thing.
Just one question. You were talking about the intensity of today. How do you strike that balance between bringing the intensity, having a good practice, versus, the players getting too, I guess, into it and starting fights? How do you find that balance?
The only way you can learn is by giving it out, you know, just putting it out there. And then that's why we have coaches, you know, they guide us on what we should do, what we shouldn't do. I mean, fighting is just part of being competitive. If you see us fighting out there, it's because we're trying to compete, and we don't accept losing. When you don't accept losing, you're gonna start fighting. Because I'm not gonna accept getting beat by nobody. That's just how it goes. And that's showing growth in our group. Obviously, we can't do that on the field, but we know we won't, you know, don't get thrown out of the game here in practice. So, so I think it's pretty fine out here. Yeah.
Thanks, Tony.
Guys, good?
Thanks, Tom.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate you.